In 2010, Walter Dean Myers, a renowned author of young adult and children's literature, published Dope Sick, a captivating novel that blends magical realism with a gritty examination of the consequences of bad choices in disadvantaged environments. Through a thought-provoking conversation between a troubled teenager and an enigmatic drifter, the book delves into the life of a young man whose future appears bleak, offering only grim possibilities such as imprisonment or death. As the protagonist reflects on the impact of his past decisions, he discovers the power to shape a different path forward. The story unfolds in the heart of New York City's Harlem neighborhood, within the confines of a poverty-stricken ghetto. 17-year-old Jeremy Dance, known as Lil J, finds himself fleeing from a crime scene, a gunshot wound throbbing in his arm. An alert police officer scans the area, prompting Lil J to seek refuge in an abandoned apartment building, his only hope of evading capture by hiding on the rooftop. Overwhelmed by the excruciating pain and near fainting, Lil J takes a risky chance by venturing into one of the apartments. Inside, he encounters Kelly, a seemingly homeless squatter who offers Lil J the opportunity to witness the chase he has just endured on a peculiar television. Initially wary, Lil J introduces himself as Roger Jones, but as he gradually becomes convinced of Kelly's possession of a magical TV remote capable of replaying pivotal moments from his own life, he begins to open up about his experiences. Throughout their conversation, Kelly repeatedly questions Lil J if there is a particular moment he would alter if given the chance, and Lil J remains steadfast in his belief that the pivotal event leading to his current predicament is the one he desperately longs to change. Lil J shares that he resides with his mother, and the burden of their poverty significantly contributes to his stress and anxiety. Despite his efforts to secure nearby employment, Lil J finds himself unable to secure a stable job. In his social circle, his friend Rico is making a name for himself as a rising heroin dealer, showcasing the allure of earning $300 a day. Rico persuades Lil J to participate in a side job, flaunting the potential lucrative outcome. The side job involves a significant drug deal that took place the day prior. While Lil J and Rico were in the midst of completing the sale with their buyer, Lil J's intuition begins to alert him that something is amiss about the man. Filled with nervousness, Rico violently assaults the individual, handcuffing him to a banister before the two teenagers hastily depart. However, in a panicked and drug-induced state, Rico returns to the scene, fatally shooting the captive man. As they flee, it is revealed that their prospective buyer was an undercover police officer, prompting the officer's partner to fire shots at the fleeing boys, striking Lil J in the arm. Although Lil J manages to evade the pursuit, Rico is apprehended and taken into custody. Aware that Rico will not hesitate to implicate him in the shooting, likely blaming him as the triggerman, Lil J is left in a state of uncertainty. As the effects of heroin wear off, he begins to experience withdrawal symptoms, sinking into the depths of despair and believing that his life is effectively over. He sees two bleak outcomes: imprisonment or death at the hands of the relentless police force seeking vengeance for the murder of their fellow officer. Confirming Lil J's worst fears, Kelly reveals a scene from his future on the magical TV, portraying Lil J standing on the rooftop of a building, contemplating suicide as the police storm the premises below. The young man contemplates turning the gun on himself. Once again, Kelly probes Lil J about what he would change if given the opportunity to alter the past. And once again, Lil J remains resolute in his belief that the previous day's ill-fated drug deal holds the key to his escape from the clutches of the police. Shifting gears, Kelly delves into Lil J's life and the choices he has made along his troubled journey. Acknowledging his own drug use and the fact that he was high during the events of the previous day, Lil J opens up to Kelly about his ex-girlfriend Lauren, who is also the mother of his son, Brian. Due to his drug habits and association with Rico, Lauren prohibits Lil J from seeing their child. Overwhelmed by feelings of failure, Lil J realizes that not only should he have avoided getting Lauren pregnant in the first place, but he is now replicating the absentee father figure that his own dad had been to him. The situation is exacerbated by the pressure from Lauren's mother, who urges her to marry a stable older man with a secure job. Once again, Kelly presses Lil J to determine what specific change he would make to alter the course of his life. However, Lil J struggles to identify one significant mistake that he can undo. Instead, his life seems to be a series of unfortunate circumstances and poor choices, each leading to the next. The only option he can envision is undoing the disastrous drug deal, a response that appears to disappoint Kelly. In a different turn of events, Lil J decides to surrender himself to the police. But before he can act on his decision, Kelly takes away his gun, shoots out the window of the apartment building, engages in a gunfight with the police downstairs, and ultimately loses his life. The chaos created by this confrontation allows Lil J to escape unnoticed. The novel concludes with Lil J watching his own TV later that day and learning from the news that the shooter of the police officer has been apprehended. This realization indicates that Kelly fulfilled his promise and freed Lil J from the one mistake he could conceive of reversing. On another TV channel, Lil J witnesses himself engaged in conversation with Kelly, leaving the ending open to interpretation, suggesting the possibility of future encounters between Lil J and the enigmatic, seemingly magical being, Kelly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.